So, guys, hey, I have Dr. Roland with me. And he's going to talk to us about, brother Solomon Kurumanaya.
Every life matter. Sierra Leonean lives matter. Make we not lose certain lives and every life in this country matter. If time for make we protect their lives and property. Now let's listen to this part. We come all the way from Kalamba. Which name?
Solomon Kuruma.
Your name Solomon Kuruma. Solomon Kuruma. Tell people them what they want to you.
But right now, so me, I don't sick for the past 2 years. Now, my money all the way I get. Me create for them, for them, I been get everything I don't sell. Now, me woman says, who been there with me, it don't really left me. Then even the OSSF where I bill, so I put her on the plate for 700,000. For less thing no more the man myself. Now I'm not getting nothing again. So myself I left now. They spend it for me. The person direct me. Then the power is also not pature. I can listen on a radio power ture. So me no one day sabian by the face. So from there, but according to I had a listing on a radio what they do for the people them. So I left the Sababu camp. A person will direct me. He say now if we left this secure they kill you. He say do ya? He say Pia. Go now McKinney to this direction. Myself come and me them by command them. So now then direct me now tell we can find out for this fire. So right now I in my own place. So my man left me, I not get nothing again in my life. Pass now, I don't give up. God only now. With the power come it now.
Okay.
You get me? And I told them purpose I come for a help. Help me for God and not be. I can't help the other people who are there in the radio. Then what you all they do. Now they come this way, I don't come to any parora today.
Okay, Solomon. The family, you read the pine cry.
Dr. Roland, tell family I do for me, brah.
Yeah, my family, I'm great to I'm from Sierra Leone, McKinney specifically. I'm very proud of when they follow up the wonderful things they want to do, when they debate, dialogues, arguments, we when they disagree for agree. Agree to now all, yeah? And me
Thank you.
Roland.
Thank you, Brother Roland. Brother Roland, talk to us. Tell us about this video that I just played, Solomon Kuruma situation. I know it's not an isolated case because you get in case there on a daily basis. This is a social contract where, has been broken between the government of the people. Yes. Because these people should have access. They should be able to go somewhere where they get problems like this, not to come to an individual. The state, the government should provide avenues for these people for get adequate health care. Talk to me about that.
Yes. I'm glad we come up with this. What they try to do raised, and what I believe God they try to do. God they try to expose some of the things there, so we don't go into hiding for decades, And currently, then cases there, so not to isolated case. Then cases are so plenty. Not to all I will always show on the video and all. Solomon Kuruma specifically. As surprised if I managed to say Usamide because Usamide na corner me can day. Now this morning I just here is about the bang the gate, and I come out go open at this bar I meet. The first question I ask him I say Usai come out he say Kalangba. And Kalangba are far distance from McKinney. And then I ask her I managed look. He's still asking me Kalangba take her into McKinney. He asked the bike man and then the bike man then almost over 98% of the bike man is really because I can always they get a banter with them, a joke with them, but make just know the problems, the needs. So they actually sabi Usamide. And this Maya so is sick. And as you can see in the picture, in fact, Nami Olam Te Africa inside is sit down on the chair. The man explaining ordeal is so terrible. And I just yesterday I come out that area they back again, go see one mommy. That mommy the brother Ibrahim. I will send the video. Wow. You see where that mommy don't do to wait. And the simple fact is, you don't get money.
And me they ask me a question, say, why, what happened at the Ministry of Health? What happened with the government? We know Boku. And that case is that millions and millions and millions. If only the government able put, regulate a system, now they medical centers there also, who side them poor people there also, they will get medical insurance where the government will sponsor for medical people there also, they will get drugs for medical cure them. Otherwise, but Abraham, we get scores, hundreds of people who they die, who they suffer. And then just yesterday again, I get somebody will call me from Bundembu, something like that. He sent me a photograph of a woman who in Bele, he just born, in Bele swell up.
Wow.
And these are going for months. Yes, So imagine, and I asked her today, say, how many miles away from McKinney? He said 18 miles. So tomorrow morning, I get for left here, so very early in the morning, for going to that place, for go see in condition and see whether I'll be able to call an ambulance for Peter Kain McKinney. So you see them problems are so, Brother Abraham, I just can say, if only the government able to bring them priorities and together,
and prioritize, and get a focus on citizens for men and live.
Believe me, at least we will get a long lifespan in this country. But because of poverty, me believe say most of the deaths that will happen in this country, they are very untimely, And not only that, again, so many problems when it comes to, make I give an example. The regional hospital, McKinney Hospital. I can go there one lady we just born, and me go there, they can't, and not to me Kerango, now people are from a village Kerango there, and I don't get money. They can't knock me get around 11. Me go to that hospital there, then go see that woman. Drugs in the hospital, no drugs. No drugs. The doctor prescribed from a long list of medical drugs to go by. I left the hospital with my bike. Come on, 11 o'clock, I did on the streets of McKinney for 10 drugs them. And when I returned, submitted drugs them, and they able administer the drugs to that picking day. And then the following day, she was okay. So this tell me, say, doctors are very competent. Nurses are very competent. But they not get the tools, they not get the drugs in that place there. And if you go there, that hospital, I'm just a rubbish. A mess. So I asked him,
Who side with country money to go?
Who side with country money to go? Exactly. You want to tell me, say, we get $1 billion for put aside for medical for less than 5 million people inside the country? And out of these 5 million people, for less than 2 million people, they get sick? So now this thing can baffle me, Brother Abraham. So I'm so glad that we can bring a couple of things out. So not of us say we try for witch hunt anybody. No. We just try to see the gaps, and see how we're able to breach these gaps here. So, and for try to tell the government that this will happen, and for tell again with brothers in the diaspora that this will happen in the country. Make we find a solution before it's too late. And then if we not do something, with people that are dying in the diaspora, not healthy. Make I not lie to you. They're not healthy at all. Fake drugs that within our street, Dambaku. Fake drugs are too many on the streets. Everybody sells drugs on the street. Even the family sees them. You get a lot of drugs the way they come out from Guinea, when they're authentic. So you get to really know what they deal with for make sure say the people the way they help and they get the real drugs, for their patients they also we know well.
Absolutely. Brother Roland, over the years, the sacrifice that you've made, it's one that it's commendable. And I know you're not doing it because you want the self-praise and everything, but it's commendable because how many of us can live, the fine life of waiting the diaspora for offer? You have a PhD behind your name. It means you can have great jobs that is part of the world. You can live a very beautiful life, but you give them up. You sacrifice all of that for going in a village with your people. And over the years, you've touched thousands of lives. Talking about from the hernia surgery and everything. Share those things with me. Now, your money you use, your personal money. I've been telling you, say you have to set up an organization where at least we're going to say this is Dr. Roland's organization. Because I've been helping, try for raise funds and, do things. We're not going to talk about all of the other things, right? Or just on the medical alone. It is a nightmare. It is a nightmare.
And let me tell you something recently that also happened. There was a little boy, about 10 years old. It's called Sorisise. So recently, in foot, we get a problem. If they play football, in foot broke. In mama, now one poor mommy with this left and market there. So It takes the people can and go to the herbalist and tie things them, but it not work. Over the months, that food they begin to rotten. It taking picking it can go to a regional hospital. Then go tell and say for pay 12 million leons for make them make sure say then kill that picking. Otherwise the poison it'll go up and it'll die.
Huh.
Family get the money. It come on there, it go to one hospital where they call Holy Spirit Hospital and go charge them, I think 6 million leons. You know get them. So then it come to me, it come with cry, and I see this picture so back they cry. Tears almost overwhelmed me. And then I asked my what happened, mommy, explain to me. I said, what? So then I called my Tanga hospital and I asked them a few questions. Now I take this picture, I can't go to Matanga. Then go admit it for 6 months.
Wow.
And guess what? That picking did not come out, I pay that money, that picking not come out now. Now, okay, the play football is back to school.
Can you imagine?
So that picking if don't die because mommy poor. And when the mommy come out with the picking, mommy don't get nothing. So what I do, I give him back money. I think I go start business. That business, the man go to turn him for take care of him picking. A lot of things are happening. And these are the major things that they happen, where they affect people and lives.
Yes.
Take an example again. One retired man, when they call an ex-soldier, Pamolai.
Huh.
He served the military for 26 years. That party sick for the past 6 years, not get a single medical attention.
Wow.
Now go and make I go bump into this payaso. If I want the party talk, it hold in tears, and then I call a medical practitioner and before I attend to him. Now the man is okay, and by golden power now they tell go a bag of rice every month for make this man to survive till God taking life. And when the man is going to call Pastor Antigi, this Pastor Antigi is sick again for 6 years. Guess what thing happened? As soon as we enter the room, there's one pastor kender. We enter the room. Sabuti first cry for. He say he angry. He say I'm angry. I shake. I want cry. The pastor angry and the phone. Come for medicine. He say angry. Straight away, I tell the boys, I say, what thing? When I go find a one bag dress for the pa. They can't cook. That's why they eat in the sweat. So which means now angry for don't kill that party. Not to the sickness again. Now angry for don't kill that party.
Right.
Now the party is okay. If you see what the party handsome, where they receive medical treatment every month they get a bag of rice where they eat. Things are hard in this country. I'm telling you for a fact. If only the government able to put their heads then together, the priorities them together with scatter. They put them together and try for leave for the people, for the citizens. And they tell you, we go far. We get all the resources in this country.
Absolutely.
We get everything we need in this country.
Absolutely.
But poor mismanagement of the resources that too. Now they kill people and so. And me, I talk all the time, because I see, I worker, I see. Imagine even policeman them. Their salary not enough. Imagine they pay you. You go buy a bag of rice, 400,000 leons. What did they left?
They finish.
It's finished. So people are really suffer. Their cases are so forget about it. And you know what happened again? Waiting also touch me. Solomon can't wait fall for can't give me. But Ibrahim, if I don't make worry, I will get thousands of goats or cows. That me worry. People that wait me the meat way and they sick and some give me the last cow we didn't get. So when they talk about give me the cow, then I say no, I don't want. I said I want.
Wow.
But you're not poor man able to afford. It'll go take you last goats can't give me. If me take myself, that's a judgment for me. And then return them back to them. I say when I go sell them sometime, when I get the money, when I go be survive with my family.
Absolutely.
But people in return, thousands of people for the past almost 7 years, we have come into this country, where they go in and out of this country. 7 years, over 2,000, closer to 3,000 people. People are really suffering, If we not do something, and I tell you, if we not do something, the next generation, now sick people that we get from the head to the toe, to the toes.
I can only imagine.
They're all sick.
I can only imagine.
And now, so what's the killer now?
Uh-huh.
What's the killer now? Now, ulcer. Because not getting for eat. Now, everybody complain of ulcer.
Ulcer.
And you know the effects of ulcer.
Wow.
Killing people eat.
Hunger.
And then that's why they pass now street. One will take that thing where they call kush.
Uh-huh.
I don't know whether now drug or
Yeah,
the thing with the smoke. I know they see the CSO.
Yes.
You know, it take this push. You know, in the dorm, this is not die one time. This is not without what they take come to ask how it happen. So you get nothing for eat. So that cushion now you take for make you forget about hunger. You know, imagine that.
Wow. But you know,
Imagine that.
when you're saying these things, you have these party
Yes.
supporters. They're gonna say, "Oh, the lie. What's he talking about?"
Exactly.
You know, because these guys, when they were in opposition, everything APC did was wrong. But now they're in power.
Yes.
Oh no, the same things they condemned are the same things they are supporting now, because they're in party in the power. But Dr. Roland, we're not gonna waste time on them. Yes, sir.
But Ibrahim, you see these guys they're just idiots. I'm sorry to use the word. You know, they are dumb. You know, because the fact is, how will it be so wicked? You're seeing your own brother and sister suffering, and yet you're refusing to believe there is hunger and starvation in the country. When they move around, you see the provinces, the villages where they go around, it gets millions of picking them. If you not be careful, the next coming months, there will be hunger and starvation where they kill them picking there. Because parents they don't get. They don't get.
Wow.
Parents and they drug them picking them, make them picking them sleep.
Huh?
Because they get nothing for them. Oh yes.
You know.
Oh yes.
Wow.
You know how many street picking them when they pass, when they pass, all they run they come. And they make them their hands and say they're hungry, they want to eat.
Wow.
Pastor they take them, and go to cookery.
Wow.
Cookery back for go buy food for them, they all eat. Oh yes, this is a daily thing. You know, I'm with the people. I'm on the ground. Make somebody challenge me of that. Now make videos, make the world see what should happen. Make the government see what should happen. You know, we need to try to expose them with hate. No. We do this act of love, make them see exactly where the problem lies, make them find a strategy for solving problems also.
Absolutely.
But you get some dumb supporters, them we're blind, they don't want to know the truth. And they know the truth, so when they refuse to accept it, this is real and this is true.
Absolutely, Dr. Roland. You know, you've been doing, yes, you've been doing a remarkable work, and everybody that sees you're authentic with what you're doing. You're not doing this because of you hate. You're doing it because of love of country. You're doing it because you know you're patriotic to your country and you care about your people. That is why you're doing this. And these are some of the things we make. As I see your video there, I say, you know what, there is nobody in Sierra Leone like Dr. Roland. People are saying on the platform now, this man deserves a Nobel Peace Prize or something, or some award, you know, and it's true. It might not, people might not see it now, but that time would come, Dr. Roland, for everything that you're doing. You know, talking about all these folks that you're because listen, the fact that man, Solomon, even know for say somebody like a you day, that they alone keep him alive for those few days and weeks until he can finally meet you. The fact that he can meet you, then they alone back down hard to in life. These are the things we're talking about, Dr. Roland. It is the social contract that we talk about every day, the responsibilities of the government. The government gets a responsibility for meet the needs of their people, and this is what has failed us because of what you do. Massive corruption.
And I'm glad those people that they talk. You know, now one thing I don't always talk. I'm glad we have those people that we know the right in the talk. You know, now one thing I believe, you know, silence is a language of the devil. Anybody when they keep silent in the midst of human rights violations. Now associates to human rights violations. But when you speak out, any wise person listen to what you speak, it go learn. You know?
Yeah.
Silence is the language of the devil. And silence, they almost kill Salon people. And they're afraid for talk out of fear of victimization, intimidation.
Right.
But we for talk. You know? We for talk. If we don't talk, I don't know with problems. I'm going to know the problems. And then that's my neighbor again. My neighbor. An example, my neighbor. Every morning, before they go to school, one woman they saw Russia. I think they call the food Russia. You know, though I don't go see. But that people they always did it. They want to eat. When they go, they're going to be the woman. I see people they come back now. As which they say they want to eat. I said, okay. Any number of people they come every morning before they go to school, give them the food, make I know the bill, me they pay. Imagine that.
Oh my goodness.
They don't have it. I did some picking going to school, hungry.
Wow.
Huh? Picking at the age of 8, 10, 11, 7. And I get nothing at the belly for go school.
Wow.
These things, I'm seeing them every day. Now, truth I tell you, I see these things every day. This morning, the proprietor of Branda Medical Center called me. He said one pack come up from one village. He get eye problem. He said they send him. Don't say me send him, but that's okay. That's okay. Treat him.
Wow.
Treat him. Make I get the bill. So imagine a poor person like that. You send him away. What's going to happen? Now, this the government for don't do for make sure so they put their system down in place. Where citizens go to hospital, maybe they treat them, maybe they put the bill. Huh?
It is a
This
shame.
country is going down the drain. Now, truth me they say, you know, and may God punish me if me see the facts and I refuse to talk.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
You know?
We cannot be complacent. We have to speak up.
No, we cannot.
And Brother
We cannot.
Roland, fortunately for we, Marabio, the days when he was campaigning, President Biona, he actually told us, he said Sierra Leoneans, we know the talk. He said, I make what's he be happy in 1992 when he talk about coups and stuff like that. He said, I make it be happen because we know the talk, we keep quiet. The video there, I can play it for the audience them. I don't play it already. The video is there. It is a fact. People are not speaking up.
They're not speaking up. And you want to know the truth again? Make I just tell you. You want to know the truth again?
Sure.
And you get some of them politicians as well, they undermine. They know how make I do that thing there also.
Yeah.
What can they do? They know how make I do them.
Right. Because
Make I just let people learn, you know, anything that really happen. You know, will I be so wicked?
oh my goodness.
We didn't talk about politics here. We didn't talk about politics. We talk about lives.
Wow.
We could never politicize things. We're talking about lives. More never play with the lives of people. When somebody is hungry, hungry. When somebody die, they die. More never politicize them. But everything they politicize and they cover the truth and lie. All the talks with me there now lie. You come and leave here. Come and leave. I saw the way I raised my voice, Brother Abraham.
No, but it's a
You
fact.
come now the ground, make you street, make you go around.
I know.
When they talk so, I know the facts. It has me with the lie.
You know.
Outsender, I think everything is good in Sierra Leone. No.
No. It's not.
No. People are suffering. And if you don't do something, trust me, if you don't do something, you know what a hungry person can able to do? When somebody hungry, you able to do anything, you know? And hungry man is an angry man.
Yes.
A month ago, somebody jumped over my fence. A month ago, he jumped over the fence. The dogs then they out. The dogs then go. Then go grab him. I open the window. I see this guy here. And I open my domot. Now me want to get there with my dogs there. I go with this guy around there with the dogs there. Now I ask her, say, bro, what you camping now? He said, Missy Road. I said, Missy Road, jump fence.
Yeah, bro.
I said, which way you want go? He said, no, I'm you go. He called me name, Mr. Roland, and then I come to you. Now I said, how you claim? It's not louder. Now louder. And the fence gave Abu Aya. So I still had the question. I said, okay, now what I make you do? And then touch you because you're not can thief. You're not trespasser. You're not thief nothing. So I'll make you go back again. How you can inside?
Right.
He said, make I open the domot for him, my own domot. Now ask him, I said, now, what you put you for this? I want you talk. He said, hungry. Now me come back inside my room around 3 o'clock in the morning night. I can't inside the house. I can't make bread for him, sandwich, now give him. That one day he sweat.
Bro.
Now I open out the gate. I go see in ladder where he put. He boom boom in ladder. He go away. Now I look back I can't inside. So if you imagine, you spend the one work, new job. So if somebody not get work, I didn't survive. So before you survive, you go thief. Now make you got a lot of crimes going on. No job. No jobs. You get the family for feed. You know, make we try to do something. If only they face the reality, the facts, and this they happen at the country, things are going to be well. If you don't know the facts, how are you going to run a government? You're not going to run a government based on lies, assumptions. No. You can run a government based on facts. And the fact is, we have to forgive them. Men use the facts and run the government properly and run the country properly. But no one here it is. When they talk the truth and they cost. And there's a big cost. Me, Solomon, we can cost, I can fix it at the get dictionary.
I tell you.
It's a big cost. But, you know, Mr. Mind them, you know. So, but Ibrahim, this is what is going on in this country.
It is sad.
And some of we, God and taught we, some of we just go in and, you know, see things and everything else and expose us things. The reason more we I can put, there's no shallow mind and see, when I'm sorry for people, one of the small people, one of the if you have very small people, then they die, then you will not help. Like, for example, look at the cast of the orphanage. They can save a lot of lives. Lots of lives. Okay, look the lenses where you first come. Now, I mean, I'm not completely around able to go collect the lenses to your papa.
As a matter of fact, I'm shipping more.
They save a lot of people.
I'm shipping more. I'm shipping more. More is on its way coming.
Everything in the help for some problems. So now this I get for you. For Solomon, I mean, they're not admitted now, you know, and we're going to see what's going to happen.
Like God in power.